Good morning, guys. Bill McMillan here with NDWX.com. A gorgeous start to our Sunday, and thankfully a very nice close to the weekend awaits. Mostly sunny skies and pleasant temperatures, starting the day in the low 60s, and we'll top out later this afternoon in the low to mid 80s with plentiful sunshine. We'll stay dry today, and while a couple of showers, maybe a thunderstorm scoots across southern Indiana on Monday, I think central parts of the state can expect to remain mostly dry on Monday as well. It's not until we get into Tuesday afternoon, and for that matter as well, Wednesday and Thursday as well, where thunderstorm chances will return. And the GFS shows that nicely here. We'll have to keep an eye out. Potential, I think, is there on Wednesday for some strong to potentially severe thunderstorms. Locally heavy rain as well, I should say, in that Tuesday evening into Wednesday time frame. So we'll keep a very close eye on that. Certainly would appear to offer up the most widespread rain and significant rain at that. But daily chances of thunderstorms will continue with an increasingly hot and humid air mass Thursday and Friday as well, before the heat really expands and becomes the big story as we move into next weekend. Guys, this is a look at the European ensemble 500 millibar pattern in 5-day increments here. And as we put this into motion, a couple of things to draw your attention to. Obviously, the expanding heat hot dome across the eastern portion of the country that will be responsible for a very hot 4th of July. But also with that, too, is the potential, at least, for a little tropical mischief to spin up underneath this expanding ridge of high pressure. So the European operational model is picking up on this as well here. So keep your eye out if you're along the Carolinas late this week into the upcoming weekend. The potential is there for some tropical mischief, and we'll just leave it at that as we move into the latter part of the upcoming week and on into the weekend. So just something to keep an eye out when it comes to overall patterns, where you have a big expansive ridge across the eastern portion of the country, the northeast. Occasionally you'll see tropical entities spin up underneath those ridges, and not saying that's going to be the case this time, but it is intriguing to see the European model picking this out. And long way to go, but if you have plans along the Carolina coast for the big 4th of July weekend, just something to keep in mind. Finally, I think as we look longer term into week 2 and week 3, the transition will be from this eastern ridge to retrograde west and pull the significant heat back west with it. So idea here is certainly the last couple of days of June, first week of July will be just blazing hot. Temperatures that certainly could head into the mid and potentially even upper 90s. Heat indices will be well into the 100s. Overnight lows will be very oppressive in the mid 70s. But the worst of the heat, I think, begins to pull back west shortly thereafter. Guys, that'll do it for the Sunday morning update. Make it a great close to the weekend, and we'll talk with you soon here on NDWX.com.